Hello, everybody.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Yes, exactly. Hey, so this is Jeannie and James with Duffels and Dogs in Costa Rica. You're a one-stop shop to learn how people in their 60s,
really, hon. Yeah.
just barely though,
Barely.
60s, can find freedom and making income on their own terms outside the United States.
That's us.
That's us, right?
So, Feliz
So
Año
welcome.
Nuevo to everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of our subscribers who've been following us, and for
Yep.
all of those who are just joining us today and looking to be on your next adventure. So welcome to all of you.
Hey, today is a brief video recap of Duffels and Dogs. We thought this would be a great time.
Oh,
Whoa!
excuse me.
We thought this would be a great time to talk about 2021 and recap Duffels and Dogs. So let's do that. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the first one. Well, so this whole thing started in the beginning of 2021. We had a vague, rough idea that we wanted to change up our life. We had talked a little bit about Costa Rica or some other adventure. We were looking for what to do, and that was the beginning of the year. And then we came up with our a 2 to 3 year plan.
But that was sort of because of me, right?
Well,
the job I had a job. I was punching a clock, working with older adults, and I just couldn't see myself
We just
pulling
thought
myself away.
2 to 3 years. Okay, we'll start planning that, and trying to get excited about that. Well, you know what? By the middle, by the middle of the year, we were like, okay, let's make this a 6-month project, and let's just do it and get down there.
But I have to tell you that he was moving ahead of me with that idea. And in February, I resigned my position from what I was doing, which freed up a whole lot of time, and it freed me up from some anxiety that I had about what I had to wait for, because like many of you watching this, I am a really good worker, and I do what I say, and I keep my commitments, and I don't leave projects before they're ready. All the things that you all know about. And when I released, I kind of went,
But she's not
what
saying
the
that
heck?
I'm not that way. But the bottom line is we put a pin in it and said, okay, so it went from a 2 to 3 year plan to a 6-month plan, and we were not going to let ourselves off the hook on that. So we put a pin in it. We picked Costa Rica.
yeah,
For
because all the checklists,
Yep.
which we told you about, it had everything we were looking for.
And we set the drop dead date. The original drop dead date was January 2022. So that was in February, March. We came up with that date, and then it slowly just as the project started to take hold,
Like a snowball effect.
we just kept moving it back a little bit. So we ended up a couple of months before our drop dead date. So we actually got here in November, as everybody knows. So it quickly evolved, and timelines quickly shortened as we got into the project. Yes? You want to talk about our timeline and
it was daunting, and we quickly realized
confronting?
that if we were going to get to work, we just had to make our lifestyle changes quickly and really just go for it. I mean, I don't know how to say it. If we thought too much about it, if we aimed too carefully, thought through it all.
Analysis paralysis.
The way we normally do, which is because we try to be thoughtful, we would never do it. So we just decided to go for it. So we sold everything. We used Craigslist. We used Nextdoor. We had a big sale.
I want to just one thing about that. I think it's important to note that we just didn't. We came to the realization that actually, if we were going to make this a life-changing adventure, that getting rid of everything and starting over in a certain sense was an important part of it. It wasn't just about selling everything. It was really an important piece of the process to get us to build that mindset and to truly start a new adventure.
So the point there is about mindset. There's nothing stopped us. There's really nothing stopping any of you. It's our mindset. Now, Saying that,
Mm-hmm.
I do know, and we do understand that we are all in different circumstances at different times in our lives, which allows us to more flexibility to make choices and decisions. And for sure, and we've met a lot of people around our age. For sure, a big, huge part of us being able to do what we're doing is uh, neither of us have any parents left. So we don't have that, and I understand people still have that, which makes it more difficult. Although we are going to be interviewing somebody who
Yep.
did move with his mother still with us, um, and our boys are grown and out on their own. So I just want to acknowledge that that was a big piece of what allowed us to do what we did. But really, we set a mindset. You've all heard the big word recently. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we've been manifesting the life we want to have, and that included getting rid of our stuff. So we're back to where we were. So we used online things. We had, you know, a big sale at the house where we had people literally lined up around the block. Cars. We sold our old lamps. And basically, the story was, if we can't take it on the airplane with us,
It's
we
not
aren't
coming.
going to take it. And we literally put the stuff on the airplane, put the dogs on the airplane, and that was it. But I want to make sure everybody knows that we decided, we put a pin in it, and we went for it. And we're here to tell you all that you all can manifest that. You can all choose. It's in your control. It's your universe to do what you want to do, where you want to do, and when you want to do it.
Yep.
And when you open yourself up to those possibilities, when you actually really open yourself up to it, life really can open up. It is not mysterious. It is not woo-woo. We are the ones who stop ourselves. So I offer you that. So
Yep.
that's what we did. And then the next was our research.
Yeah. So early on, when we did put the pin in, and we started researching for earnest. Again, in that, like, oh my God, 6 months, we've got so much to do, a little bit of overwhelm. We quickly found in our research people who had done similar things before us, right? So, as we were researching Costa Rica, we found other expats and other people who had been here for, years, and who had actually been here long enough to start offers to people who wanted to move to Costa Rica.
This was one of our last,
Yeah.
We'll repost the names of all those people.
Yeah, we did. Posted their names. We'll repost it again. But again, the important thing is to get help doing it. It really helps you center yourself and get organized when you're looking at a daunting, okay, I've got to declutter my entire life, pack up, and get to Costa Rica, and we've got 6 months to do it.
Well,
So
I would also add to that regardless of what your adventure is, because this may
Yes.
not be your adventure, don't go it alone. There's
Yep,
so
there's
much
so
help,
many people
no
out
matter
there.
what you do. Whether you want to travel for a month, or you say, look, I'm just going to take 3 months and I'm going to go to my favorite country and bounce around. Get help. Don't try and figure it out all by yourself. There's plenty of people, when you start looking at things, who are there to be of assistance to you. And if you're one of the people out in the world that likes to go it on your own, or you think you already know, or you think you can figure it out, I'm letting you know that it's much more difficult to do by yourself. So you can Google, find people no matter what adventure you want to take. It's sort of like, it's not much different than going to a new restaurant and going to find out what the reviews are, right? Other people have gone to that restaurant before you, and you want to find out what they thought or what they ordered that they really liked. We all do it. It's no different, just regardless of the size of your adventure.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. Let's see
These are the words we came up with.
yeah, so we tried to sum up our first 6 weeks in almost 7 now, isn't it?
I
6 or
don't know.
7.
I lost
Losing
track.
The first 6 or 7 weeks in Costa Rica. So the words we came up with were joyful, scary, humbling, intimidating, fun, educational. Any more?
Well, I think what I would say, I was thinking about this. Our son is visiting us right now, and he lives in France. And I think the hardest thing for me in the last 6 to 7 weeks is I really like to talk to people and find out about them and engage with them. It's part of how I embrace situations. It's part of how I calm my nerves. And when you can't speak the language, all of a sudden I've gotten to be this really quiet person where I say what I can say, and they say back what they say. And if I can't keep the conversation going, I stop. and that's very, it's really pretty unlike me, and I have found that to be difficult. I can't get in and know people the same way, but that's not forever. I will learn Spanish, and I'm going to learn it well enough to be conversational at, not even at best, just conversational,
Wherever,
so I can go on.
if you make the decision as part of your adventure is to move out, move away from the United States, and they don't speak English in the country you're going to, you know, awesome. But you know, make it part of your commitment to learn the local language.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You can get by. It's respectful.
I mean, we can absolutely get by here. A lot of people speak English, some don't, but they appreciate it when you give it a shot, and they're more than willing to help you out. And our waiters teach us as we're ordering food. It gets to be kind of a game.
A little hard
it's
with
very
the
fun.
mask, but it's okay. And then our final new news, which we will
Yes.
continue going forward. But James, why don't you take a brief moment and just kind of let
Yeah.
everybody know? where
So
we're up
so new news. Well, the original plan, just really fast. The original plan was to get here, spend the first 6 months kind of looking around, you know, experiencing different parts of the country, and renting and.
Cousteau, keep going. I'm just trying to get
And that was the plan. So we were actually here. Less than 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks here in Potrero, and you know, we decided to speak to a real estate agent just to get an idea of what was going on around here and what kind of opportunities they were. To make a long story short, the first morning we met with her, we made an offer on a piece of property. So there goes the 6 month plan, but. The reason that we did it was, this really was the best place, and it checked all the boxes for us in terms of, you know, how we wanted to live, where we wanted to live, the community that we wanted to live, and yeah, it was a no-brainer.
And it's more the property. It's got a little casita on it that we're
Yep.
going to have to fix up, but the property is big enough to build on. So we'll tell you more about that. But
Yes,
we'll
we're gonna have a whole series of videos in 2022 that is going to track that process. So we're going to talk about the process of buying property here in Costa Rica, or wherever you want to buy property in any outside the United States. We're going to go through that process. What we've experienced is the cons, the pros, the
and
whole
here's
9
the
yards.
thing. I just will say though,
Yep.
that I think what won't be different is any issue we have stumbled on just so far has not been in Costa Rica. Any stumbles or
There's some
hardship,
interesting things, but
they're all the United States. The
So far.
bureaucracy, the red tape has been there, so I'm not sure it'll be any different no matter where you go.
yeah.
So we'll keep you posted on that, and we'll have another video we'll put up tomorrow for Happy New Year and tell you about all the fun plans we have for all of you in 2022, including fun interviews and you know, watching us stumble forward.
Yep.
We're kind of like toddlers. You know, toddlers are always stumbling forward. We sort of are stumbling forward. We're not falling, but we're kind of on this. We just kind of keep going.
It's
this
all part
way.
of the adventure.
It's all part of the adventure.
Absolutely.
As we tell ourselves that.
Absolutely. I know, absolutely.
So I think that's it.
Yeah.
And it's New Year's Eve, so I guess what we would say is have a really great night. Please stay safe. If you don't have to go anywhere, why bother? It's just really another day, and tomorrow can be the beginning of the next future. You can pick Sunday, you can pick Monday. It doesn't matter which. It's something that we put on ourselves that it means something, and it doesn't have to mean anything. So we're gonna have an early dinner, and then we're gonna come home. So just stay safe out there, okay?
Absolutely. And have a joyous, wonderful, and prosperous new year.
We'll see you soon.
And we'll see you soon.
Pura
Pura
vida.
vida.
Bye.
You want to say anything?
Okay.
I guess that's it.